feels weird that the last video I recorded was beanie weather, and now it is hot, and it is no longer beanie weather. So thank you guys for being patient. Well, it's been a hot minute since I've uploaded. Hello, welcome back to the channel. If you don't know who I am, my name is Ethan. I'm a photographer here in Portland, Oregon. And just a couple months ago, my wife and I went on a road trip during spring break. We went up the Oregon coast. It was really fun to see some beaches and some places I'd never been to because I've been in North Oregon's coast a lot, but South Oregon I'd never really visited. So got to see some really great places and took this as an opportunity to shoot some new film, namely Cinestill 50D and Cinestill Black and White XXX. Also shot some Cinestill 400D, which I had shot previously. So it was a lot of fun to kind of do like this Cinestill road trip more or less. And the cameras I brought with me were my trusty Canon AV-1 and my Fuji X100. And I thought, you know, give me the kind of the best of worlds. I'm a rangefinder guy, but I knew on this trip I'd want to have a lot of kind of zooming ability. So I brought my 35 to 105 Canon lens, and also got to have one of my biggest film photography blunders, I guess, on this trip, which I'll show you guys later. So with all that out of the way, let's enjoy some photos from the Oregon coast. So starting off the trip, I loaded up some Cinestill 400D into my camera. 400D is one of my go-to film stocks. It's one that I kind of know I can use in any situation, and it's always gonna turn out pretty good. So I figured starting off with kind of an overcast day that might turn sunny later, I wanted to have the most flexibility as possible. So 400D seemed like the best choice for me.
Baby, you give me ice and fire. You're giving me wind and rain. You're some kind of
I really love the tones that come out of 400D. The halation I think is really nice, and the dynamic range and the general warmth of the stock. It's just something that I really enjoy about it, and I find that it just yields really pleasing results every time I shoot with it.
oh,
On to the next one.
well, I don't wanna jinx it, baby. And twist myself at the spine. Don't wanna overthink it, baby. It's just twist your body and mine. Baby, you give me ice and fire. You're giving me wind and rain. You're some kind of butterfly. Baby, you give me midnight hour. You whip up my appetite. Don't leave me here high and dry. Oh, but I don't wanna jinx it, baby. Let's not get ahead of my time. Oh, but I don't wanna miss you, baby. So I stand up and speak my mind. Oh.
I picked all these locations that have these really cool rock formations, and as awesome as that is, I'm terrible at shooting giant rock formations. I don't know, because it's hard to get away from the obvious, put the big rock in the middle of the frame thing, and so now I'm trying to figure out compositions. I guess it's a good challenge for me, but I'm struggling. I'm hoping, at the very least, Cinestill 400D was a good pick. Got some black and white to load up later, but I might save that for tomorrow because tomorrow's gonna be more overcast than today. But today's already pretty overcast, so oh well. I'm gonna take some more pictures and see what I get.
Baby, you give me ice and fire. You're gentle and wind and rain. You're some kind of butterfly. Baby, you give me midnight hour. You whip up my appetite. Don't leave me here high and dry. Oh, oh, oh.
out of shots.
Next, I loaded up some 50D into my camera. Now 50D, like I said, is a stock that I've never shot before. So I was really curious to see what kind of results would come out of it. And knowing that it was about to get really sunny, it felt like the perfect time to load up this stock. I had some issues with my developer with this film. Namely, there were a lot of white smudges that were on my film that I had to edit out in post, but once I cleaned up the images, they came out really, really nice. I love how clean they were. There's not a lot of grain. I loved how just it rendered some of the sunlight in the images, and it felt like a very, very solid choice. So at some point, I'll have to revisit 50D. Unfortunately, we only had one nice day of weather on our trip. The rest of it was pretty overcast and cloudy. So it was kind of a bummer going out to the dunes in Florence, Oregon, just to have it be overcast. I still had a couple of shots at 50D to get through. And so I decided just to get them out of the way so I could move on to one of my black and white stocks. And they came out pretty good, actually. I'm happy to see that the warmth that 50D has still kind of made this otherwise flat environment look pretty nice. I think some of the pictures I got out of it, I'm pretty happy with. And again, they're just super clean images overall with just that low ISO. But by this point, I was already really looking forward to shooting some black and white stuff since we were getting pretty overcast. I was absolutely blown away by Cinestill Black and White XXX. This stuff is probably one of the best films I've ever shot on. Like, the images that I got out of this film stock are so impressive to me as I was developing them. I was like jaw to the floor over a lot of these images, namely some of the lighthouse shots. They're just so clean. The contrast is so nice. I don't think I've ever shot a black and white stock that's given me the results anywhere near what this film stock has. This is my first roll. So I'm like scrambling to go buy more of it. It's probably the top of my list for black and white stocks to be shooting from here on out. I'm just so incredibly impressed. It is just so clean. It's so crisp. I could go on and on for days about how much I love the images I got out of this stock of films. just ran out of film. And there's a shot that I have to get while I'm here. So I just ran back to the car. My wife is probably not happy with me right now, but that's okay. I'm going back to get the shot. Just loaded up some Portra 800. Just finished up my roll of Cinestill BWXX. Let's see if I can get the shot. Got it.
Okay, so let me explain what happened to these pictures that I thought were gonna be incredible that turned out to be anything but. So I'm pretty sure the light seals in my camera are starting to wear down, and the higher ISO of Portra 800 meant that it just got super sensitive to all the light that was coming into my camera. And so it just absolutely cooked the film, which really stinks. But it just means I have an excuse to go back to this beach, because this beach where I took these photos was a really, really cool spot, and I wasn't really expecting it to be anything special. Overall, the Cinestill road trip was, in my mind, a success. I got a lot of great pictures. I'm super happy. Again, the Cinestill black and white shots that I got are just absolutely incredible. They floored me. I'm looking forward to making some prints of the photos that I got from that roll in particular, because they're just so nice. So maybe at some point here down the line, I'll feel compelled enough to make a few prints, and maybe I'll sell them, maybe not. I haven't quite decided yet. We'll see. But if there's a particular picture that you really enjoyed from this, let me know what it was. I have all these pictures posted on Instagram for the most part. So if you want to see more of my work, maybe some pictures that weren't in this video, or all that, you can go to my Instagram page. It's linked down below, so you can find it super easy. And yeah, thanks for watching this video, and I'll see you in the next one.